Escape Pod.
Welcome to Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pod. I'm JezBot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And over to my left, a new voice in the pod.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sean.
And
There you go.
Have we figured out your on-air name?
Well, it's something that's taken a bit of consideration. I haven't been too good with creating names in the past. But I did take a lead off you guys and not took myself too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
when with your birth given name.
here we are,
Yep.
Bateman Jaxx.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I did there, it's a play on words.
That's
I took a popular pop culture reference,
Yep.
and then replaced that
With
the
your
first name of theirs with my last
surname.
name.
It's genius.
Yeah,
And
I like
yeah,
it.
There's
So
a reason why
it
we've got this guy in here, for sure.
It sure
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Let's see that just exercises pre-thought, forethought.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's the one where he's done some sort of research. Dan, I'm talking to you, mate.
Yeah,
Out
that's
there.
right. Dan Oz direct. Our other hosts, I'm sure you'll meet at one stage. We might do a
Four-way.
if so to speak.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does get interesting.
That's what you've signed up for.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's right.
subscribe to many social media applications that I end up involved with these sort of things.
Lots of
We're
four-ways.
glad we got you here because Amway is not just products like shampoo. It's way, way bigger. Yeah, we're not selling Amway to you, unfortunately. Yet.
It's not
That's
a
right.
pyramid. It's
Unless they want to sponsor us.
That's true. We'll take a Amway sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free
What's the
products or something. Some payola.
Does Reader's Digest, where do they come in with Amway? Because they're not a pyramid scheme, are they? Reader's Digest.
Bateman's, I'll hand it over to you, mate.
They are subsequently a subsection of the Gideons, and that's their connection. I've never...
Implementation of the 14th century was considerably more widespread after the Gideons.
Yes, obviously, their name is popularised as the spreader of the Bibles to hotel rooms around the world. But they obviously hold vested interests in biblical scripture and also beauty products.
Oh, right.
And the two do combine perfectly.
Yeah, and always the twain they shall meet in the middle. They meet at the crossroads, so to speak.
And just on getting to bro you, this is...
Yeah, that section of the show where
yeah,
we get someone new in, yeah.
we get to bro you.
I see what you did there.
A four-way bro.
Do you read the Bible when you get to a hotel, or you're not that way inclined?
Hey, I'm all for one to, the random open and read a biblical verse like I care.
Yeah.
But apart from that, no. I did happen to speak to some Jehovah's Witnesses the other day.
Did you let them in?
No, but I did speak to them in depth
About the
on the
Corinthians?
front porch. No, and I actually didn't bring up the issue of the Gideons either, but they did come back a week later with their version of the Bible and instructed me to read it. I haven't read it yet. But,
How many pages?
I don't know. It's
7.
plastic sealed, and I dare not open it yet.
Okay, because once you open it, it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Lets the spirits out.
Yeah, lets those spirits out.
Right, I thought you were going to say like a packet of Pringles.
Yeah, right.
Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Yeah, you just can't stop. That's right. This stuff is really, really great. Where have you been all my life? Mostly hotels, in the top drawer, bottom drawer, maybe.
I wonder if you're still seeing Bibles in the top drawer.
Is that?
It happens.
It's more like a roadside motel kind of thing rather than.
Now, is that a hotel or a motel?
That's a motel.
Right.
St Kilda
Motorway.
Novotel last week. There was a copy of the Bible there.
Right.
The New Testament placed there by the Gideons.
Right.
I planned on picking up on Bill Hicks's tact and calling up reception and claiming that I didn't have a Bible and then waiting for the Gideon to come by so I could catch him.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I don't have the guts to catch a Gideon at this stage.
No, but they're still putting Bibles in there. So that's still a thing. Is
Yeah,
it?
obviously is.
All right.
So we know that you will read a verse from time to time if it comes your way. Do you do anything do you work? You got a job?
Well, at this stage, I'm actually just recovering from back surgery, but I am gainfully employed, and I keep myself busy nonetheless.
And you're in the same field as me, musician by heart.
By
and,
heart, yes.
Not paid by the trade of the musician.
I was going to say, so he's broke.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
No, unfortunately, I'm not. at this stage, but I do spend a lot of my time making music. You could say that I'm a full-time producer. But also
So
Well,
is your girlfriend? Does your girlfriend work from home?
No, she doesn't.
So you're a full-time masturbator.
Yeah, well, part-time, like, I'd say, parts are full-time, but obviously I can only claim part-time for tax reasons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True.
Well, you won't be getting paid for this gig tonight either, but it is a great opportunity for
it's
you.
a great opportunity. Yeah, it is a great opportunity.
That's right,
But
that's right.
I'll let you plug your label if you want. Do you want to get a plug in or?
Hey, I mean, we've already plugged my masturbation status, and that's really all I came in here for.
Well, let's plug in the Pfeffernuss at the end. We do a thing called the Pfeffernuss.
Yes.
But I'll explain that to you later.
It's a housekeeping sort of
Yeah.
dealio.
I think your wife cracked the code of what it was.
I think
I can't
it's
remember. Every time I go to say it, I can never remember.
It's
The Pfeffernuss. It's the Pfeffernuss.
just everything, Tim. It's
Yeah.
one of those things.
That's the Penske file.
What about your days
Penske
this
file,
week, Jeremy? What?
Well, I went back to Foxyboxing. Started a boxing class. That was my second class, and it's very sweaty in there. And I haven't invested in the gloves yet, and I've been having to borrow gloves from the glove drawer.
Because I remember that from my old karate days. Did you ever get into karate?
Yes,
at any
yes.
stage? Yeah, I think we all had a karate phase.
It was the 80s, man. Had to.
It was.
That's right. If you had any nous about yourself in the 80s, you did karate.
How long did you hold into the karate phase for?
Listen, I managed to get through 2 belts before I got a bad report and wasn't allowed to go to karate anymore.
Oh, he got fouled off.
Fouled off. Not from karate, just that was something that was probably, it was taken from me.
Did you kick the sensei in the dojos?
No, but it's an enjoyable exercise and only to be, left by the wayside.
Well, before you go into your foxy boxing, there was always sparring in the old karate classes, and
Yeah, one-on-one
I did.
scenarios.
I was a young chap, 14, 13, probably even bloody younger.
My first, our first soiree was I was 5. You must have been about 7.
Don Bosco, right?
Don Bosco.
And fighting away. Okay, it's time for the sparring. I never really liked the spar part. The sparring, not the jacuzzi spar, but
The
one-on-one.
spunker dunk.
No, not that one. That one.
Sorry, if you allow me to interrupt, did you just say Don Bosco?
Yeah.
Don Bosco. Is that a camp?
It could have been.
Yeah.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes.
Is it situated down the Mornington Peninsula Safety Beach region?
Yes.
Yes.
There's one down Drummana Way, and
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Can you just, it's funny that you bring this up, can you just shed a little bit of light on it? Like,
What's a Don Bosco?
What is a Don Bosco? Because there was one near my dad's place down in Safety Beach growing up.
Yeah.
And it
There's
always
that
crossed my
again.
mind. And it was only at Christmas time when I passed it again, when I went to visit there for the Christmas events. And I saw Don Bosco, and it just reminded me of how much what happened there eluded me. And you just mention it now, and it seems like you've got a little bit of insight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we
we have big insight because Don Bosco is,
The patron saint of Salesian College.
which was our secondary college that we went to.
Mm.
Secondary college, high school,
High school. Yep.
better. Even though it was called Salesian College Secondary College. Was it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was. Scrap that. So the Brotherhood of training priests for that particular order,
So the brothers.
the brothers belong to...
You don't know, do you?
Hell. No, they trained the brothers. One of the housing places was called Don Bosco. Did it originate from our school? Is this where their reach was, or did they set up
I think
Salesian College?
Salesian Brotherhood is worldwide.
It's a setup
they're
from
the
the-
most. They're the most rapiest, as we found out later on in life.
Well, that was my next question. Without, I probably wasn't going to actually ask it.
No, but what
go
goes on?
right ahead.
What goes on there?
Is it as strange as it sounds?
Yeah.
Well,
It became that.
yeah,
Because we've said this many times at family dinner and all this kind of stuff, that Don Bosco, our parents used to send us to a youth
like a Saturday
play centre. It was run by the trusted brothers and priests of
Salesian
College. which
Good
was-
blokes.
Good blokes.
Yeah.
There were some good blokes among them.
There was.
With some bad blokes among them. Never came into any of that ourselves.
No.
But there was this sort of youth centre, which had a soccer field out there, some tennis courts. It had some indoor trampolines, which was pretty nuts, and a couple of pennies, and you could buy a Coke there, and you could watch TV on the couch.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So then there's that. Then they've got
somewhere where a kid in 2018 would not.
No, you would never. They
never send your kids there.
All right, shut it down, boys. Shut it down. It's 2005. It's time to shut it down. They're on to us. They're on to us. I'm sure the brothers called it the grooming grounds.
Yeah.
you know, the grooming grounds, the place with the trampolines and the tennis courts.
Yeah.
Literally.
But they used to run karate classes there. And boxing,
yep,
and
lots of activities.
It
was pretty cool. Like
they do camps and
and there's a camp down in Dramana. There's camps in Listerfield, and all these places.
It does sound great. But I'm sorry to ask the question. It really seems like I've led us down a road of pretty poorly podcasting.
I remember where I was at. Karate classes.
Karate classes.
And it come to the sparring.
Yes.
Right? Not the jacuzzi spa, but the spa.
Yes,
remember that?
Yeah.
And I used to have to spar against one of the chicks, and I just never knew quite where to kia chippity chop chop. I didn't want to hit a girl, but I didn't want to punch a tit at the same time. Young lad. Did you ever have that problem with Foxyboxing?
Well, look, so far I'm only second class in, as I say. I've only teamed up with blokes. I haven't. So
you're not world class yet. You're just
not
second
world
class.
Second class.
Yeah.
So you're not actually boxing foxes.
No. Unfortunately,
it's very misleading.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's
very
quite
misleading.
deceptive.
And so I've had to wear the house gloves, and it's like going to the shoe shop and you don't have any socks, and then they give you the sock to wear. To try on the shoe and wear the sock.
Bowling.
Right?
Yeah.
You've got your bowling. They give you your shoes. You've got your
cricket box.
Yeah, you got your work sock. They give you a hard hat.
Yeah. Stuff that you don't want to be wearing. Like sitting on a warm toilet seat, Tim.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So anyway, this cupboard is very stinky. It's very sweaty. And look, I mean, that's the crux of it, basically. Where's the line in the sand?
Well, we're going to get into drawing the line in the sand. Why don't we play a little game called Line in the Sand?
Wow.
Yes.
It sounds
All
like
right.
a whole heap of
Have
fun.
you got any...
No, I don't.
You don't have any
Sorry
sound
about
effects
that.
for...
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do. There you
Line
go.
in the
We'll
sand.
go with the ding.
So what's your line in the sand wearing... would you wear my thongs? Would you use your girlfriend's toothbrush?
And we had an example last week. Would you wear a dead man's jacket?
Would you wear a dead man's jacket? Would you... They're all classic questions.
Have you got something that you draw the line on? So it can be anything. You can go, I draw the line on weevils.
Weevils.
In
do
you know what a weevil is?
cereal.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I draw the line at eating secondhand food.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Now, we have this issue here, right, in the fridge. There's always just a little bit of leftovers, but not enough for the whole family to have leftovers the next day. Mm-hmm. So sometimes don't have that for lunch. How do you feel about leftovers? Where do you draw the line?
Family members seem okay, though.
Listen, I don't draw a line at
days.
at leftovers. I mean, I prefer not. I'm a bit of a a first world revolutionary here, where and I live in town and have the luxury of fast food anytime. So leftovers, I don't eat them if I have to, but I've got no problem with them. I'll eat them, no dramas. There's no line there. But when I say secondhand food, I mean. Food really is, it's a one-use application.
Okay.
Once something's eaten, it's been eaten.
Yeah.
Well, so you're not... so you're not going to... there's a half a burger left on a plate at a restaurant. You're not the type of dude, which I'm liking, to go up and eat it.
Oh, no, you're not going to eat it.
No, like I said...
I just threw up a bit.
Are you talking about the old... excuse me, mate. Have you finished that?
Yeah.
I guess I don't do that, obviously. But
that's your line
I wouldn't draw a line in the sand. If I had to, I'd eat a bird.
He prefers fresh food. I'm sensing.
I guess what I'm saying is that I'll eat food, but I won't eat feces.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah, you draw the line at feces. Yeah, most of us do.
There's a news story coming up. about that.
Well, we're sticking with the
Line in the
food.
sand,
No,
yep.
the line in the sand food thing. Coles New World, calling you out. Is it still called that?
I don't think it's called the New World part anymore.
Okay, it's not Coles New World Order.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. You got there.
So, but the guy that orders all the food for Coles he's the Coles New World Orderer. But they're already selling Easter eggs.
No.
No. Discuss.
No. Line in the sand.
Because
This is actually a good one.
Because it started in it's January. Still is January.
We haven't even got.
And when have we got? We got
Australia Day coming up.
No, we got Australia Day. You got your Valentine's Day still to come.
Feb. Yep.
You got your
Any other dates that you know?
Queen's birthday.
No, I think that's June. June the 5th.
Oh, it is
I
actually.
believe.
I'm
bless the Queen.
I'm just always ready for the Queen's
next
birthday.
day. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he loves the
Queen's birthday weekend. Remember
Let's
that?
get
in
into
the
bro
90s?
you. He loves the Queen.
Yeah. You love Queens.
Okay, so Christmas for me, the line in the sand with the decorations is your property line. Okay, don't put the jingle bells on your car. You shouldn't be driving around with tinsel coming out of the windows or the reindeer ears. I don't like it.
That's ludicrous.
And I've got over in sunny Pinewood across the road from my place. We're starting to narrow it down to where the studio is.
Yeah.
Over 90 episodes. But there's a lady that drives around. I don't know how she's detached them. They're a really nice car. Think of a I don't know,
BMW.
Not quite that nice. Like a Toyota Camry or a
Audi.
A Kia. Kias are getting pretty nice these days.
Just say a nice car, like
nice
a
car.
priest's car.
Okay.
And you know how
An inviting looking car.
One owner, low mileage.
or a Don Bosco car.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm there.
Don's driving it. The two things the one thing that you usually see is the soft toys in the back of the window, but this woman's got outside. I say woman, I take that back. This person who drives this car, I've never seen the driver, has on the top of the car attached to the back window. So you got your back window like that. I'm shaping it out with my hands.
I can see.
Across the top of the car,
It's rectangular.
either magnetically attached is maybe 10 soft toys. Each one goofier than the last. You got your rabbit. You got your
You got your teddy bear.
you got your kangaroo.
You got your Angry Bird.
stuck to the roof.
It's like Noah's Ark of soft toys.
It is,
there
but
he
on the
goes.
outside.
Boom.
Yeah.
On the outside.
The outside is what I'm trying to tell you. Magnetically attached to the roof
No.
and easily standing
this is-
as high as a stubby, as a Melbourne bitter stubby.
This is the line in the sand.
The line in the
right
sand
there.
is
Right there.
okay. So what I'm asking of you is soft toys in the back window, yay or nay?
I think,
Nay.
Nay.
Go fuck
Soft
yourself.
toys outside
right.
on the top of the back window.
Definitely not. Take your license away. You shouldn't be allowed to have a car.
You shouldn't be allowed to rent. You
All
shouldn't be
soft
allowed
toys.
to
It's
drive that
just it's mean.
car. I know it is.
Are they waterproof? How does it work?
They're not waterproof. They're furry,
Oh,
right?
Okay, I've got one
Perish the
for you.
thought.
The only soft toy that should be outside of the car is on the truck drivers, on the grill of the truck driver. He'll put a bear on there, or a Buzz Lightyear, or a,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So,
I can
so
accept
long
that.
distance truckies and garbos.
that's it.
Garbos.
No
Gary,
more.
Gazzers and Dazzers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are we drawing a line? Did we draw any line on Easter? The Easter egg
Well,
scenario?
for Easter, I would like to see across the board. I'm thinking, all right, 6 weeks out, 6 weeks, a month and a bit.
that's
and
more than long
change.
enough. More than long enough.
More than long enough. You know, get your Valentine sorted. Let's wrap that up.
Mm.
Then let's think about Easter and Jesus. Who?
Yeah, I agree.
Jesus.
I agree. Because new life. Nah. That's a whole thing from somewhere
No,
else.
don't worry about it.
So my big heavy hitter for the draw the line in the sand.
Okay.
My big heavy hitter. My hit it out of the park. It's a Twitter. I want to say Twitter or an Instagram doozer. Somebody's posted up
post, yeah.
about their sister, right? So do what I did when you hear this story and go, yeah, okay. my sister, and I instantly think, and I can put this image in your mind, my sister, the artist. That's what I think.
Okay, just full disclosure, you've got only 4 brothers, same as me, because I'm his brother.
I'm the Instagram poster.
That's something you guys have in common.
We don't have a sister. Sister-in-laws? Yes. Do you
Yes.
have a sister?
I do. I have 2 sisters.
Okay,
We'll
you're
get
the one
back.
to
We'll get
answer.
back to that.
Yeah.
Work out whether they're hot or not for our sake when we ask you.
That's so terrible. That's the line in
Think
the
of
fucking
how hot-
Sandman. For sure. Like, don't ask her that.
I've got an answer.
Okay, excellent. So my sister, I'm thinking, is an artist.
Okay.
Okay, so my sister has an obsession with cutting the faces off baby dolls or stuffed animals and putting them on other dolls, right? So she's kind of doing. I'm showing you 2 pictures side by side.
Oh, yeah.
Here, one's with a plastic doll with its face literally ripped off. All you can see is the framework of the toy itself.
It's creepy, but
They've
she's got a.
pulled-
She's
I don't know
definitely
if that's
got
a
style.
real child down the bottom there with the plastic
Mm.
baby doll's face put onto it, or whether that's a different doll. But she's swapping. She's doing swap my
She's doing
face,
a-
your face.
She's doing a face-off.
Face off.
Yeah. With
I thought it was called my face, your face.
That's
That's
right.
not
She's
that
got a
good?
John Travolta. She just wants a Nicolas Cage.
She just
There you
needs.
go.
She needs Nicolas Cage. Right. So I draw the. So I'm thinking, that's not so bad. That's actually an original idea.
Yeah.
But then, if I pose to you this, do we draw the line in the sand on this situation when I read it this way? My little sister has an obsession with cutting off faces of
Okay.
dolls, stuffed animals, and putting them on
So
other
you're
dolls.
saying the difference is...
Help.
Yeah, so I had in my head the sister was 18 to 30.
So did I.
She's got an Etsy site.
Yes, that's what I was
She's
thinking.
ripping the faces off dolls and putting it on other dolls.
She likes the Amity affliction.
Acceptable.
Something like this.
Acceptable if I don't put the word little in. So have we
That's
only got
right.
a problem with little
Little
people?
is the
You
line in
got
the
a problem
sand.
with little people?
Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit.
This show isn't about to get sizist.
well,
Has
it just
before.
Yeah, it has.
Has before,
It has before.
yeah.
It has. In a funny
Now
way.
let's get back to your
Hilarious
sisters.
results.
Yes, anyways, yeah.
Let's get normal. How hot's your sister?
Younger or older? Where are you positioned in the family getting to bro you?
Well, I'm the oldest, and I'm not an incestual rapist. I've never aspired to be.
Your Honour. Can you say that?
yeah, that's right. Palms sweating.
But you know when someone's, even if it is your brother or sister, you know if someone's attractive or not.
He's
Like,
trying to
Hey,
get it out of you.
Well, this is radio, and obviously, people can't see us all here, but
I've got a massive heart on.
yeah,
I'm not
that's
wearing a
right.
shirt as usual.
That's right, and I'm wearing bread loaves as moccasins.
I was going to ask you where you bought those.
Yeah.
Picture.
I made it
would
on
wear them.
Etsy.
My line in the sand is not at your bread moccasin.
No,
by the
it
way.
isn't.
I would definitely.
It
You
be
isn't.
cannot
one.
share a bread moccasin.
Actually, your 5 little toes look like little snuffy waggers hanging out the end.
At the end of the day, you can dip them in some gravy, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
But no, I've got 2 beautiful sisters, but I could never say that I've found them attractive. But I know that they're not.
Uggos.
They didn't
I'll say it.
get smashed with the ugly sick, but at the same time, they're not a couple of stunner thoughts.
But I don't know. You're a tall, handsome, strapping lad with full head of hair and blue eyes. I mean,
That's
I mean,
Ladies. Ladies. Sorry, ladies.
I mean, they couldn't have got it too wrong.
They didn't fall that far from the beautiful bush and didn't get smacked by the ugly
This is
stick.
talking about- getting hot.
Talking about his mum.
It's getting so
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
Far
But,
from it. Beautiful.
but anyway,
bush.
where is this going?
I have no idea. It's the line in the sand, and we found out that you
We
can
did.
talk about his sisters.
You can.
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
can.
you can. You can.
And
You
I
gotta
hope
do
they're
it.
listening right now to Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pod. And if you'd like to hit us up at any stage, just my number is.
Yeah. On the back
I'm
of the
a
toilet
happily-
door.
I'm a happily married man, and I love you very much, Cass. And sorry I couldn't make the vet.
Maybe
appointment,
just chuck
but-
it all in a text and just text it to her after the
Yeah,
show.
I was supposed
Yeah.
to be somewhere
Okay,
right
cool.
now.
Excellent.
Anyway.
Yeah. Look, that's fantastic. Now, I did. I got lost in the search today. I was looking on the internet.
Down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. So you go looking for stories and you end up
Watching
And
porn.
one of the things that passed me,
my
which
job.
I didn't bother going into, the title kind of says it all, was stomach churning moment. 15-foot python regurgitates farmer's champion fighting rooster in one piece.
Damn it!
Yeah, so I didn't bother going
Actually,
into
you know
stories
what?
because there can't be much more
Do you know
story to
what?
that.
Fuck this farmer.
Fuck that guy.
Why is he fighting roosters?
Why is his champion rooster anywhere near a 15-foot python?
Exactly. He's one of these guys. He's got snakes in the tank.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Where did you guys go?
I thought you were going to go there.
Oh no,
He's one of those guys.
No, I was saying that, there's a certain breed of people that have reptiles. They keep reptiles
And
in tanks.
and roosters.
and roosters.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Any pets?
Had a dog. I live in town now. Dog still
I
exists.
love the way you say in town. Now, I'm getting a sense of Queensland or country
Or
roots.
Adelaide?
No, I'm from Frankston.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what we thought.
There you go.
Exactly.
I was down that way today. What a bunch. Lovely people down in Frankston.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should
Lang
swap-
Warren, actually.
That's a different place. I mean, geographically, Frankston's that's a nice place now.
It is.
Oh, that's on the coat, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
but
can
Lang
we?
Warren.
Excellent. Well, can we cut to a break because that's relevant to the break that I'm just going to put in.
Excellent. Is that already been... Oh, we're
It
already
pretty- well-
halfway there. Let's do
Well,
it.
we are, but because you mentioned Frankston, I reckon I should play this ad for you. So here we go.
G'day, I'm Randall, and this is me chick Shazza. If you need someone to look after your shit kickers for the night, then look no further than Bogan Babysitters. We catch the train at your joint because I just lost my car licence for drink driving. Then we park our asses at yours and look after your little brats while you hit the piss at the local. All we ask in return is a couple of cans of Woodstock Burbs, a staker for me bong, and an Xbox. For reservations, meet me at Franga Railway Station Friday night, 10:30 next to the Fish and Greasy shop. Cheers from me, and cheers from Shazza. Bogan Babysitters will not be liable if your children go missing whilst in Randall's and Shazza's care.
Do you know that fish and chip shop next to the Franga train station?
I think that one got shut down 7 years ago.
Health violation.
Yeah.
No, it was a drug front.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What was it called? Come on.
Fish and hits.
Fish and hits. Brilliant.
Like
we
a
got
bong.
there.
A hit from a bong.
Yeah, I got you.
See what
Yeah,
I
that's
did,
good.
right.
I like that.
Yeah, well, that reminded me. Look, we were saying Frankston and Lang Warren. It's the Shire of Frankston, Lang Warren.
It's the brown
isn't it?
circle.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, look, I tell you what, we would have been smart to buy it in Frankston 5 years
You still
ago
are.
because those prices are just going up and up and up. It's beachfront property.
Yeah.
like we're all fools. To bag Frankston.
Yeah,
It really
it's like-
is.
Yeah.
I used to live with a semi-retired hitman who
Well, okay.
Is that all?
used to do, he used to have a bit of fun, the old fella. And
Tim's got a question.
I have got a question. Semi-retired? Continue.
semi-retired, well,
So he still dabbles?
he didn't do it all the time. He was an old fella.
Strangle them till they
I think
can't breathe, and then I'll let them live again.
When I say semi-retired, like these pro wrestlers, which have really had their day, but spend their money a little bit too quick on the
then have to come
fast
back.
life, and
Yeah.
have to come back and dabble, even though they're a little bit past it.
A little bit, a little bit.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's an entire other sketch
Podcast.
show in that story all
sick.
alone.
Are you
But
saying this semi-retired hitman's pulled a Fonzie?
The comeback
The
special.
comeback tour?
Yeah.
hey, I don't know. I wasn't around when he announced his initial retirement, so I don't.
There wasn't a party.
I'm not
or
one
anything
to
that you were
judge
invited
of
to.
any comeback tours.
He's a great lad. We're really unhappy to see him go from the Association of Murderers. But we do have to let you go, son. Don't talk, or we're coming for you. What else we got here? Someone's parked over the driveway. Yeah.
Who's been using my knife?
Yeah, that's right.
Can we get him into the podcast? Can you do an interview with him? Anyway,
Hey,
we'll continue. There's
there's,
so many questions.
Don't
Yeah,
answer that.
that's
Shut
right.
up. Keep going.
Exactly. I've probably said too much.
Oh, yeah.
No,
You
no.
probably have.
Actually, yeah. But we used to get visits from, prominent local members who advised me, even at a young age, to buy property in Frankston because it's going to go up.
Okay. We're going to make sure of it.
That's right.
Yeah. Mark my fucking
Don't know what they were
words.
doing there.
We're
But,
going to kill all these scumbags that live
Yeah.
in Frankston. And
Yeah. Do you
Raise
see
the
any old
property.
ladies around you anymore, mate? You don't, do ya?
Oh, God. Anyway, we love everyone in Frankston.
The Brown Circle, Langwarren.
Look,
20 minutes on a podcast and I'm divulging my deepest secrets.
Yeah, that's
literally
pretty
it,
good.
man. Jesus
That's
Christ.
good. It's pretty sick.
So anyway, I
Semi-retired
I'm
here,
doing
man.
some landscaping work at the moment and built myself a nice little deck outside of this unit. And the plasterers came in 2 days ago to do the plastering, and then the next day went back out that area, and lo and behold, have you ever seen this? Have you ever heard of this? Like 25 prawn heads that had been eaten like at Christmas time, and then just thrown on the deck and left there
The
to
new
rot
deck?
in the hot sun.
Yeah, it was hot sun for the last 3 days.
So what's up with that?
This is not society.
No.
This is not my world anymore. This is not my Australia, is it?
Ironically not. Even the shrimps are iconically Australian.
I know. So we pull between.
It's art. It's a paradox.
It is. Yeah. That's exactly right. Whereas
I didn't know
no, it
where-
would have been a paradox if the shrimps had been left on the barbie. Is that a paradox?
No.
Well,
No.
not if they were cooking
Someone-
and you're about to
someone
eat
look
them.
at,
That's just
Yeah,
functionality.
That's just lunchtime.
See, we need an intern to be looking up
Yeah.
paradox up on the.
Is it racist? Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
No, but look, it's just the level of, and the same dudes,
Same plasterers.
same plasterers, had got into my stash of tools. I got my rakes. You got your shovels. You got your
Hammers. You got your.
in the shed there, and I had this
Into
new
your private stash.
Into my private stash. I had this landscaping rake that I'd bought from Bunno's the day before in the packet, and for some reason the dudes had got the handle out and had brought it into their plastering area and like used it as a prodder or something, snapped it in half, and then left it there. And so I confronted them and I was like, "Hey boys, just keeping the peace," but I was like, "Hey boys, see who broke my handle?"
Are they Cuzzy bros or are they Aussie bros?
I think that's irrelevant.
I just wanted to picture who you were talking to.
They were.
so I could do it. So I could do a voice. So I could do a
okay, yeah,
voice.
but then as soon as you say any kind of
So you wanted to hear, hey, Brew, can we use your Ricky Brew? You wanted to hear that?
well, what I want
Here
is
we go.
when
Sure,
I say
sure, Cuzzy.
who broke it,
Who broke it?
I want them to say it was me. I'll go to Bunnings. I'll get you a new one. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That is
And
my
they're
one.
like,
This fucking guy.
Well, this is what
fuck
I
yourself.
think. This is what I think the prawn heads were about. It was a revenge thing because that
It's retaliation.
The retaliation. Thanks, Tim. Because the broom thing or the handle thing had happened the day before. I'd confronted them.
Well, you would not even confront him.
No,
It's like,
no, I
hey,
just
boys,
said,
like, come
yeah,
on.
It wasn't confrontational.
No.
As much as I can be from time to time. but
That's getting to bro you.
but then the next day, prawn heads on the deck.
And a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
As if to say,
Fuck you.
as if to say, prawn.
I mean, it is. It's quite scary. It's
Yeah.
what? How many? Maybe 7 to 8 steps off a horse head in the bed.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
There you go.
Hey, bro, you like horses, eh?
That's an animal's head
I
on the
heard you
deck.
like horses.
Full disclosure, not Kiwis.
No, they're not.
Not at all.
It's
'Cause
just vilified an entire
That's what I'm
race
saying.
because he
That's
wants
what
to
I'm
do
saying.
the
I'm not
voice.
Yeah, I
going to
just wanted
say
to do the whole voice.
what race they were
Okay.
because you know what, Tim? They were Australian.
Okay.
Yeah.
even
See,
worse.
you're
So I'll do
biased
this.
right
That'd
there.
be
I'll
right.
do this. Fuck off, mate.
I was going to say yeah.
They weren't?
They weren't.
Okay, yeah.
And how much are you paying these plasterers if they can throw around shrimps
Shrimp heads.
willy nilly?
For lunch.
For lunch.
Who's got shrimp money?
Miniature lobsters. Essentially.
Oh, do you know that
They have-
they've banned boiling live lobsters in somewhere in America? Like, it's just inhumane.
Can't do it, but
Maybe
it's
in
so
Germany.
delicious.
Maybe.
The
Yeah, but you
fear.
don't want to be dropping in a live. I think it needs
Anything.
to be stabby in the brain there before you.
You can do that, like, and then drop it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have to be
So-
so fresh that it died in the pot?
Quick question. We're still in that, in the brown circle, on the way down to Franger. The Fisho. Have you seen Fisho?
Fisho.
Yeah.
On the side of the road
On the
there.
side of the road.
He's-
Just before the Frankston Freeway, coming down Springvale Road, I want to say. There's a guy there every weekend selling fish.
Oh,
Now,
like every day.
Every day?
He's there every day.
There's a little bridge thing across the little water, the creek overflow.
spillway. Yeah.
Yep.
And he parks there, big trailer. He's called Fisho. And he's selling lobsters for $10.
You're joking.
I don't know if
It's
they're
right
live,
there.
but we could get a lobster.
He's there every day.
He's there every day.
Like,
You don't know Fisho?
I don't know Fisher. I'm feeling a little bit out of the loop. I thought I was a locale.
Do you know what? You are local because we're driving to Frankston. You're already there.
Oh,
Well, he lives in,
I
he
can
lives
feel
in
that.
town.
Yeah.
I love the way the
Exactly.
sea breeze smells. You get it's a real change from in town.
Okay.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
Frankston town. That's the town. You're talking about the city.
It is a town.
Okay.
You're right. But I'm not quite in the city, so I don't say in the city, but I'm close to the city. So
Yeah,
I'll just say
close enough.
in town.
In town.
You know, like when I say town, somewhere you'd wear a fancy coat is town.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I'd say
Frankston,
No,
not so much.
See, you've got it all wrong. Like you're living in a fantasy land of 1990s where people put on like
Fancy coats.
trousers and a shirt to go into the city
Into
or
town.
to town.
That's true.
You know, you've brushed your hair today. It's you're wearing a nice shirt, man.
Yeah.
To come to the podcast
And-
some level of respect.
Can I just say that every one of our other hosts, Simon, Adam,
the other one,
Danos, you
Mike
got
Ted,
your.
you got your Lockies, you got your Joshes. you
They
got
all
your
wear
Kates.
shirts.
They do.
We're fucking not
Yeah,
stepping
we're the
up.
ones.
That's true.
But you run this gig, and so that shows, you know,
Well, I'm running the. I'm running the.
extras
dings
have
and
to
the buzzers.
make a little bit of effort to, you know,
Yeah, that's right.
get a bit of nous around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That goes for anyone that's coming on this. You bloody wear a shirt, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Just-
But look, I mean, the
Show a
city-
little respect.
The
Yeah,
town
God damn
thing, you're going to town, you'll have dudes wearing, your flip-flops, but some people won't even wear shoes on the train.
It's true.
On the
You know,
train?
What's happening?
Are you a train guy?
No, not really.
I fucking hate it. I have said many times in the past, and I won't go on another train because then I can't say it exactly this way. That I can't say it exactly this way. That the last time I went on a train, I got bled on.
Right.
This is what happens on trains.
That was 15 years ago.
I don't mind the train experience,
because I
you
want
know.
the story to stick.
Fair enough. I like the artwork and the passers-by and the things like that, but really is, you can get bled on, you can catch infectious diseases, and you get a real glimpse of the authoritarianism of our state when you're on public transport. They really, you seem to get bullied
Okay.
What, by the-
just for being there,
So can we
just
just go
because you're not
with
driving around in a Maserati.
That's sparking another little segment that may not be a segment, but another idea that I had. That let me just reframe that. Just had an idea,
Right.
that in the future with the train guys, right? So let's just say
the train cops.
train cops, the
Yeah.
Mikey cops that are now. They used to be Gumbies, right? Back in the day.
Yep.
So let's just say the Gumbies. They come up to you, and you're a guy down on your luck. It's between a meal or a Mikey. Okay.
You want some shelter, so you go in. You ride.
I reckon
you ride the trains.
straight up. No,
Yeah.
not even looking for shelter. I'm saying, like, when it comes time to buy your Mikey, you're going home. If I can make it home, I could fucking have a meal tonight.
Ah, yes. See.
Or do I put $5 on my Mikey card, use $2.50 of it,
No one checks it.
and
I
I could have fucking had fucking a snuffy roll with fucking Dead Horse, right? So they come up to you, right,
Yeah.
and they say, "Ticket, please," and you go, "Fuck, I mealed it. I didn't Mikey it." Should you be able to, as you show your healthcare card? I'm already on a discount, mate. I'm a concession rider. Like, I'm obviously down in my luck. It's between a meal and a Mikey.
I'm not wearing pants.
If you should be, you should be allowed to show your bank account. If your bank account does not have the equal amount of the fine that they're about to issue you, they're not allowed to issue you a fine.
A tiered-based fining system.
That would be.
I like it.
Easily, there's loopholes. You can get around with it. Open a bank account, never put money in it.
It sounds a little bit too fair to come into effect.
Too fair.
Yeah,
Too
that's
fair.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
When the fine system is engineered to disadvantage the people that can't afford them anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I don't see how. I don't see it coming up anytime soon.
Yeah, like you're saying with the
not
Maserati
ballsy.
thing, right? Like a dude driving a Maserati can afford the $360 speeding fine. It's chump change. It's church money.
Oh yeah, he's going.
You know.
He's paying it in ones just to see it rain.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
He doesn't
This is
care.
great opportunity aside from
Now,
the strippers
he's
to start raining.
I think this is
He's spraying
we're
the
going down a very
WD-40 of
slippery
life.
slope. Yeah. So
Future laws.
Yeah, future laws, politics. The more you make, the more you pay on your fines. Is what I'm
The
saying.
more you make, the more you're taked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got a
right.
rhyme.
I'll have a ding on that.
I came up with it.
That's yours, man. You can
I'll have that ding. The other thing that I've seen that really really irks my jerk.
Yeah.
Is the fads the kids do these days. Now you got your planking, you got your
Planking.
yeah. You remember planking?
Planking. That was, 2006.
Okay, great. So
You've
like
got your
something.
fidget spinners.
That's a good
No,
one.
no, not so much that. I'm talking
It's
about
relevant.
dangerous. Let's just say dangerous viral fads, right?
okay.
Gonorrhea.
So gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Which we'll just
Is
say
in
On the
fashion.
rise.
No, is at an all-time high, as in all time, right? Dark Ages, men on ships, prozzies down at the docks, right? Gonorrhea, all-time high right now.
And
Jeremy, do you want to say why?
Tinder,
Correct.
I would say.
Now you get your ding.
And internet porn. It fires you up to do some crazy
Can you
shit.
catch gonorrhea off internet
Not
porn?
off.
I'm going to give you a buzz.
I think internet porn would help combat the issue. And saying Tinder's to blame is like saying people don't kill people, or guns don't kill people, people kill people, or
That's
whatever.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
there's still people, diseased people, sleeping
gonorrhea.
with
Yeah, that's-
non-diseased people.
Yeah.
And gonorrhea touching keyboards all in internet cafes. You're right.
Now, I don't like to play the age game, but I would assume that you're around about our age. And Tim and I were discussing at work today that, you know, during our informative years, we were petrified of catching AIDS and getting chicks pregos, right?
Yep.
Petrified.
Yep.
That was my number one goal, is like get sex but don't catch disease or get a baby from it.
So you got your
Yep.
Grim Reaper bowling. Well, because I
Yeah.
always had this
Horrific images.
I always had this horrific fear of bowling. But has he worked ever since the Grim Reaper? Has he ever done any other ads since?
He
then?
works every day, but
He does.
I was going to say.
But was that his last TV spot, the Grim Reaper?
I'm sure he's popped up here and then,
Oh,
but
he had a short run on
nobody's
Scooby-Doo.
been alive to tell us
He
about
had a
it.
short run on Scooby Doo.
and he gets up into Bill and Ted's
Excellent adventure.
bogus
Yeah,
journey.
Bogus Journey.
Yeah.
That was a good film.
That was a great cameo, by the way.
It was good.
Oh, and you've got your wraiths in the old not Harry Potter's, the other boring ones that go for hours. Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're in that.
yeah. He's
Grim
in that.
Reapers
He
are
was
in that.
I liked him in that. Were we going somewhere with
That's
that?
a prolific career then. He's still going
He's all
strong.
right. He gets some work.
I say
Yeah.
we can still blame Tinder
Yeah,
I think
for
Yeah.
spreading it. For spreading
definitely.
it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not Tinder's fault, but it definitely helped in getting it out, getting the message out there.
that's true. Which brings me
Gonorrhea we're talking
to
about.
a subject: AI. Is gonorrhea an AI? Did it create Tinder to help spread itself around the world?
Okay, can I just?
Here we go.
Snooze review.
Oh, no, can I just?
Let's hear another one.
That's one edit.
Snooze reviews.
There's one edit. Can I just? That is weird
That
science.
is a
on
weird
one.
science one. So
It
let's
is.
just hear that one more time.
Well, that's what you were saying. You know, on the subject of gonorrhea being enabled by the use of Tinder to become more widespread, it is in fact at an all-time high. So it's proven to be effective. Is gonorrhea an AI?
Wow.
Did it create Tinder
That's a
to help spread itself around the globe to enable it to become at its stage that it is an all-time high?
This is deep. This
I
is
think you
awesome.
cracked the
mate.
code.
This is,
I think you
he's
cracked it.
cracked the code.
Where does the Grim Reaper fit into all this? He's waiting at the end.
Well, if left untreated, most sexually transmitted diseases will result in death.
Ask Dr. Gonorrhea over here.
So he knows a lot about it there.
So back to what I was saying though, that these fads, these dangerous fads that go viral. I know we're talking about viruses, but I'm talking about fads that go viral.
Sure.
So I looked up what other fads, because I wanted to try and find a few soft options to hit you off to set it up.
We went
You got-
straight to gonorrhea.
Yeah, you got your planking. Okay, we all know that. Is anyone aware of the deodorant challenge?
No.
No, I haven't heard of this one.
What is it? Question mark.
Can I have a guess?
Yeah, please do.
Deodorant challenge probably...
What do you do?
Wouldn't be inhaling it, would it?
No, that's chroming.
Well, that was the first thing that I thought of as well. And
That's a fad that's never going to end.
It can be a challenge to quit once you start. Is it? No, I'm only joking.
Okay.
Don't really know.
Trust me, boys. This silver mustache ain't just fucking here for decoration.
Is it not so much a deodorant challenge, but more of a lack thereof?
Okay. I like where you're thinking. You're thinking circa 1990s. You don't have internet and it doesn't go viral. It's like, hey, I'm going au naturel. You're going no, you're going 60s hippie. Right?
Yeah, no
the soft option. What was your prediction? Inhaling it. You're going chroming. So you're more the 2000 kind of street kid vibe.
Sure.
Right? No, what is it? It's also known as the aerosol challenge. It is a disturbing endurance game where teenagers film themselves spraying deodorant a few inches from their skin to see who will endure the pain the longest. The challenge has been known to leave children with horrific burns. Parents have spoken out against the craze on social media.
How many people have died from it?
Well, this is a kind of often advice site, and what's the risk? And they listed as peer pressure and physical injury. Do you think you'd swap them around? Physical injury first, and then peer pressure?
Peer pressure comes first.
Does it?
And I think it's only dangerous if you do it in the wrong spot. If you're somebody that suffers from warts, you could do it over the wart, and it'd probably prove to be effective wart removal.
Okay, double up. It's double up.
And it smells awesome.
If you use links, you get all the chicks.
Can't be beat. So you have to endure the pain of
So it's a pain-based thing. Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. I reckon that's ridiculous. So what's with the kids these days? That goes viral. So I'll give you this. The salt and ice challenge.
All right, so
I've already set you up with
you got an ice cube.
Yep.
And then you cover it in salt, and then you bunt it straight up there and see
how long you can hold on to it with your anus.
Clench
Anus. I like it.
All right, viral or not?
I agree.
The ice and the salt and ice challenge.
Sorry, I was just
still
perplexed with the image of a ice block salt enema.
No, because you can't.
Ice block enema. That's what it should be. The ice block enema challenge.
I was going to say you should freeze the ice cube, salt in the ice cube, but then water doesn't freeze when it's salty, does it? Or does it?
Okay. So therein lies the clue. Okay. So what is it? The craze has a resurgence earlier this year. Youngsters place the salt on their skin, followed by an ice cube. The salt reduces the temperature of the ice to as low as minus 26 degrees Celsius, which can result in horrific burns similar to frostbite. How long can you take it, Jeremy?
I could take it for hours, Tim.
Jeremy prefers to take it up the butt. You just said that.
I mean,
how would you
I
like
guess
it?
so. For the sake of the podcast,
Yeah.
yes.
And there should be a challenge. The ice anus challenge. Ice enema is what it was.
Yeah.
It should be. It's a real challenge.
It is a real challenge.
The ice, it's better than the ice bucket challenge.
Is that gonna hurt ya?
Ice in the anus?
Yeah. Is it gonna hurt ya?
I mean, I've got a little odd saying. All ice eventually melts.
That's right.
You have said that. I have heard you say that because you know if you
it's usually after. Don't panic.
Okay, so let me riddle me this. If you get brain freeze, they say that it's the what happens is the Slurpee or slushy goes past. There's a main vein in the top of your the palate of your mouth.
Yes.
The hole in the front of your head that the words come out of. And there's this big vein there. You go drinkity drink. The cool blood, which is on its way to the brain, hits you and it hurts on the way through. So what they recommend is that you get your tongue and you rub it on the back and create friction, warm it up, send some warm blood back through the brain, cures your brain
Did you
freeze.
say fiction or friction? Because
Friction?
I think what you're saying might be a bit of
friction, but I was busy going.
because I thought it was. Look, we'll have to do an update next week on Weird Science. I thought it might have been some part of your brain might be like just up at the roof of your mouth there, and it's
So
chilling
if that's
your
the
brain,
way
maybe?
to cure brain freeze, how do
Same,
you
same.
how do you
Same,
cure
same.
how do you cure the anus freeze? The
Take a
your
steaming hot
floor-
turd, Tim.
yeah, you shit it out.
You don't get a brain freeze if you put ice in your ass.
No, but you get a fucking
Cold ass.
ass.
They're different.
You get a very uncomfortable afternoon sitting.
One thing you don't know about the escape pods was we do regularly end up talking about shit and
Buttholes.
asses.
Yeah,
and,
it does come up a bit.
That reminds me, I've got a story exactly.
You
Here I
have,
was
you
thinking.
have, but hold on to that story because I know the story you're going to tell, and that needs its own time.
Okay,
The last challenge
Oh yes,
that I wanted
of course.
to get
Sorry,
to.
Tim. I did
that
rail.
brings new meaning to
Sorry,
to the phrase "wash your kid's mouth out with soap."
Mm.
Right? That's the only clue I'm giving you. It's called Tide Pods. What do you think Tide Pods is?
I've heard about this.
Have you?
I've heard about this
Because if
Tide.
you have heard about it, you feel free to just launch into it.
Oh, right,
He's never going to work it. Let's see what
No,
he says.
I'm not about to be a spoiler. I ain't
Tide
going
Pods.
out like that.
It's a podcast. It's surfer based.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I like
was
it.
a pretty good guess.
And if that's not a thing,
Is it every 45 minutes what the tide's doing? It's going out, it's going out, it's going out. And then, like, 15 hours later, here it comes, here it comes, here he comes. He's coming.
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it. Tide
it's
Tide Pods.
there's 400 episodes
a
down.
day. All right, why don't you hit us with it? 'Cause if you
Enlighten
do
us.
know it, then that's good. That's a good.
I do know a little bit about it. I mean, I haven't tried it. I know that it's a crazy craze that's taking the world by storm, and I'm not too sure as to why. But the Tide Pods look slightly like some kind of confectionery. So
They look like, yeah.
so people have started taking it upon themselves to digest them, to eat them.
Okay, very very close, right? So what
Tide
you've said is how the story's ended. Okay.
Right.
So what's brought this to the attention of everybody is that bakeries have started bringing out little candy-like cake things
Okay.
that are shaped like these Tide Pods, right? Because it's popular with the kids, so we're going to sell candy
Yeah.
because it's endorsing and encouraging what's going viral.
Kids
these
love
days.
candy,
But
yeah.
what is a Tide Pod?
I have no idea. I
So
still don't
Tide
know.
Pod, the AAPCC, whatever that stands for. any
Look it up if
guesses?
you want.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
PCC, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Reported 39 cases of teenagers aged 13 to 19 eating laundry pods deliberately in the first 15 days of 2018 alone.
You're talking about the brand
The brand Tide, right?
For
One of those pod things that goes in your washing
machine.
machine, right? It's got, if you think about it, it's two like water drops, like a yin and yang. It looks like
Yeah.
one's dark blue, one's light blue. Both look toxically poisoned. They don't look like colours that we would eat. You get your what's your blue lollies these days? Hubba Bubba. Is that still a thing?
I guess so.
That'll have to do, Tim.
That'll do,
Okay.
Tim, yeah.
That's the only blue thing you're going to eat, right?
Blueberries.
But that's real. That's a real thing.
Blueberry lollies.
But they're basically getting these things, which are dissolvable plastic, and going and chumping out the goods inside. And how long can you take it in your mouth for?
Now, again-
Washing detergent.
Again, this is not my world anymore.
No.
This is not our world, boys. And if you want any evidence of how different the world is now from yesteryear when we were growing up,
Look back.
Do yourself a favour and watch some Countdown. The best of Countdown with
Oh,
Molly
yeah.
Meldrum. Holy shit.
We've come a long way.
We've come a long way, but we've also gone in a bad direction because, it's different now. Like,
It is. But in saying that, we didn't have Tide Pods in the time of Countdown. You
No,
know,
we didn't. We
it's
didn't.
with power. Power always corrupts.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely
Absolutely.
power. Corrupts.
you want
Absolutely.
an easy
Is that how you
easy
say it?
3-in-1 option to get your glasses as shiny as you've ever seen them out of one wash.
Yeah.
You
Chew
got
on
to pay for
this.
that. You are going to pay for that.
You are going to pay for that. And
Jesus
something looks
Christ.
With your
delicious.
children's
Eat it.
souls.
The only
Eat it.
reason, reason I bring up a countdown, I was watching it last night, a best of episode, and I was just blown away about how the musicians used to be edgy. Molly could not ask a question where Johnny Rotten or Bowie or whatever would answer a straight yes or no.
That was mainly because of cocaine.
the cocaine and the
Yeah.
heroin and everything. They were absolute pricks. You can't get a response out of them. Now, if you ask the same set of questions to anyone
Nowadays?
that's trying to get into the music business, you've got your proper answers. You've got your this is the
Oh yeah, you got press training.
training, man.
Yeah,
like the level
but
of
this is
sophistication.
I'll break
is
it down for. I'll break it down for you. It's these days we've got. So you go through the 80s and there's no technology. All it is what's presented to us. So you got everybody's trying to present their own product. You got your Kiss with your makeup. You got your Metallica, we're the garage heavy
Long
metal
hair.
guys, long hair. We look like chicks. Boy George, Elton John, etc., etc., etc.
talking
Right?
all about
Every
people with
fad's and
talent.
blah, blah, blah. As soon as you introduce the latest thing, like it's not so much fashion, but it's technology, then you're starting to go, right, look at me, look at me, look at me. Everybody's pushing their product. The only way you can really push your product now is if you join a viral campaign like the Ice Bucket Challenge, the Deodorant Challenge, the fucking this, the fucking that. That's how you got to stand out as a kid these days. So if you want to be the next Elton John, you better be eating your Tide Pod. Straight up. You can't get away with big glasses anymore.
No,
You have to be able to
you can't just have raw talent.
raw, untamed talent like Elton John.
Genius, man, genius.
That's true. That's true.
It's like the technology now allows people like who's the chick that does the Friday song? You know,
I
she
don't know.
recorded that at a
Is that
shopping
the same
mall.
group
At a
that does
shopping mall.
Versace? No.
We've broke him.
Drives me.
We broke him. Do you ever feel like it's not your world anymore? It's not your Cole's new world anymore?
Well, sometimes I feel that way. I am not, and I don't think I ever will be a member of the Gucci gang. I wouldn't mind a slick pair of Gucci slides, but I still don't think that'd qualify me to be a member of the Gucci gang. I don't know what
I
actually.
reckon you'll just look like a narc if you put any of those things on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What did you say? The Gucci gang?
The
Yeah.
Gucci gang. Well,
The
that's
Gucci guys.
Gucci.
Hey,
Gucci
we're
gang,
the
Gucci gang, Gucci gang,
Gucci's.
Gucci gang, Gucci.
Yeah,
That's
Gucci
a.
gang, Gucci
That's
gang,
a.
Gucci
It's a
gang.
track. It's
What?
a hit
Yeah.
trap track.
Versace.
These days you don't actually have to have a decent product. You've just got to say
have a
something
word.
that attaches you to a product that has already done something to earn a reputation.
Do you remember
So-
how hard Run DMC had to work for Adidas? My Adidas.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody wears them. Everybody get them laces on. My Adidas. Remember?
I know. Yeah, I do remember. But I don't
know the words.
I remember being a part of a Gucci gang, but it was a totally different thing.
Point taken.
Yes.
Point taken. That's great. Wait, you want one of those?
I wanted to. Yeah.
No, it's still got it. This is Tide 5.
Type 5.
Yeah, look, we have handed over the torch to the younger generation because you do own the world. Do you start owning the world in your 20s? 23, 24, you think, wait a minute, no one can tell me what to do. I live on my own. I go to clubs, stay up as long as I
No
want.
20-year-old lives.
I don't have to work. No, I don't
gotta
have
live
to
with their
work.
parents,
I don't
too.
have to work. I do have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to party all night. The world, I own the world. You can't fire me. You can't sack me. You can't fire me. I quit. Kind of attitude towards work.
Sure. Yeah.
When did that stop for you? Like, I know you were a bit of a workhorse.
Look, I gave up on trying to rule the world or trying to influence it the day I hung up my microphone
When you got booed off stage.
Booed off stage for doing a bad drunken cover of Straight Out of Compton, I believe.
At a rap gig, dudes are getting up and doing a full cypher, and Jeremy got up and Straight Out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube, from a band called With Attitude.
Yeah.
Yep.
I realised that I had no significance in the rap game anymore.
Boo! Biters.
That's no reason to lose your spirit, though.
No, I know.
It crushed me that day. As soon as Asty Nukel said,
He took the mic off him. He took the mic off him and pushed him off stage. We're not here to play, mate. We're not here to play.
This is not...
You're about to get bashed.
Yeah.
It's great.
This is not a talent show, and we're not doing karaoke. Get off stage.
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
All's well that ends well, though, and it's a good story.
That's great.
And that's right. It was good for the podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today on the show, we're going to make pfeffernuss.
Pfeffernuss sauce.
Now, this is the pfeffernuss we talked about at the start. Pfeffernuss being housekeeping.
Housekeeping, let you know what Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pod's doing next, where we're at.
We call it the pfeffernuss.
We call it the pfeffernuss. Doesn't matter. Listen to other episodes if you want to know why. So this is episode... I know you don't like
No,
naming.
it definitely is 90.
This is 90, episode 90. And
It's a big one.
Thanks, man. And we're creeping up to...
That wasn't a compliment.
Ah.
he said it's a big one, but he didn't say it's a good one.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I hear what I want to hear, dude. Like, this is
I've noticed.
It was a blatant observation, but I'm happy for it to be taken as a compliment because it makes me feel good as well as you.
Oh,
Fair enough.
it's the
Great.
most special episode we've ever done.
Is it?
Yeah, episode 90.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We say that to all of our
New virgins.
Yeah.
So we're creeping up to episode 100,
Yeah.
and that's going to be our live podcast.
That's what we want to
First
do.
live thing.
That's what we want to do. Our first live presentation. I'm hoping it'll air on 100. Is that what we're going to try and do? We're going to
what I
record
was
it.
saying with other podcasts, if it fucks up with the weeks and everything, you go 99.5.
Okay.
Or point,
So you
just
got
keep
a
going
couple
until it's 100.
quarters, thirds up your
It's
sleeve.
fine. It's
Okay.
fine. No one cares, Tim.
No,
let me tell you
I've
that
noticed. I've noticed.
so
the ratings are in.
Well, yeah, the ratings are in, and it turns out no one cares.
Yeah.
But what I would ask for everyone that's presented or that is in Melbourne and listens, because our listenership is Melbourne-based, and we
it's
talk
growing.
about
Always growing.
always growing, and we appreciate it. Don't worry, Tim. Don't worry about that.
It's organic like that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we'll hit our strides at like episode 190. But anyway, if you would like to hit us up one time.
Suggestions for the 100th show.
Best of bits.
Or you want to be there. You're a listener. You're in the Melbourne area.
Welcome.
You can come.
All
We'll
you
cook a
have to
snuffy
do-
wagger.
All you have to do is send us an email on...
Talking. Sorry
Oh.
to interrupt. No,
Yeah.
you go. You
No,
drop
no.
your plug.
No,
Drop your
please,
plug.
no, do it.
No, all right. I have to. I'm sorry. I do have to interrupt.
Yeah, please.
Before you move on from the fact that it's issue 90, episode 90, I thought it's a really big event, and I thought I'd bring you guys in a little something special.
Excellent. Well, that's
see,
a good.
this
Perfect
guy.
for the pfeffernuss.
All
See,
right.
always bring something to... Let this be podicate.
I've brought you guys in
What is
a
this?
packet of double coat Tim Tams.
Oh, yeah, our favourite.
This
And
is great radio. They're really good. You see, they've got a double coat. I love it with a cup of tea. If you just bite that,
they are. You're struggling with that packet there. Is it
Yeah, I
it's
just
really
wanna share.
wrestling
I just
with
wanna
it?
share.
Okay.
and they're special. You know, you
Yeah.
only get them out on the special occasions. Double coats because it's the 90th.
Yep.
If it was the 89th,
Man.
would have been single coats.
Would have been single, yeah. That's true. We're going to chomp on this. And he's done it in good pod form because at the end of the pod, because Jeremy does not like eating on the pod unless it's towards the end. So
What
it's
a
little
gentleman.
something.
What a gentleman. Like,
See? That's-
yeah,
and
yeah.
an Aussie bloke.
Oh, and
All
we're,
around.
we're coming up to Australia Day, and this is the what better way to finish off the show with
Chewing in your ear.
chewing in your ear. And look, it's been an
Better
absolute
than an ice in your ear, that's for sure.
it's been an absolute pleasure having you in. Are we going with what name are we going with again?
Bateman Jaxx.
Okay,
Oh, my name's Sean. I'm happy for
Can we cut
Sean.
it short to BJ?
that's it. BJ,
Can change that. to
swallow.
That's a great.
Stop talking.
That's such
Swallow.
a cocksucker radio name, isn't it?
Hey, it's TJ, BJ, and the
Quite literally.
Sponge.
He really does suck.
BJ McKinnon.
Suck it every day.
Well,
Cool.
hopefully you'll bring in some new listeners, and if you are a first-time listener to the Escape Pods, Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pods, in fact, welcome to the fold.
And you can look that up on
Is
Facebook.
that what this is about?
What's that?
Piggy, you're backing on the curtails of my fame.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Yeah,
Any chance we
I
get.
hate to break it to you guys.
Yeah, but I know your two sisters and your
Oh,
mum.
that's right.
I thought we were getting in Jason Bateman from Arrested Development.
Yes.
All right, you're not welcome back then next
That
week.
happens. That
But
does
please-
happen.
But please
does
come
happen.
back next
I
week.
remember getting a massage at a reputable massage place. You know, it was like one of the more lady beauty therapy places. And as she started to massage me, she called me Jason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm happy to be called Jason. Just give me a massage.
You want me to call you Jason?
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's
Call
great.
me anytime
Oh,
you
well,
want.
we can rub that one out next time. Excellent. I've
I'll bring
been
cash.
Timmy Taco,
My name's Jeremy Trappett.
my name's Sean Bateman Jaxx.
and this is Turnstile Records Presents. Thanks for listening, and
Pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And mission completed. Jet hold.
Who are you? One pod left. And the three of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod. What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pods sounds really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should go down. Goodbye.